Welcome to the Pokemon Unite Champion Spotlight, featuring Lucario, the Aura Pokemon. I'm Lucario! 8 trigrams, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 64 palms. If Neji was a Pokemon, he'd be Lucario. Let's be real. Alright, let me just say this right off the bat. This character is fucking ridiculous. Not only has he been an S tier Pokemon for most of the game's release, but every time Lucario is on the enemy team, I'm spamming the surrender option. Honestly, just put this guy in Mortal Kombat already and call it a day. Now I know exactly how Ash's Buizel felt when fighting this guy. It's like every time an enemy Lucario comes to gank me in lane, I suddenly become religious. This character even got nerfed and said, yeah, fuck your nerf. Lucario is an all-around role type Pokemon in Pokemon Unite. Why he doesn't evolve from Riolu, I have no idea. I mean, come on, look at him. He's hella cute. All-around types are exactly what they say they are. You can play them in pretty much any lane. But for Lucario, this is especially so, although I usually prefer to take him in the bot lane. Lucario's passive ability is Steadfast. When dropping below 50% HP, you gain a shield and increased movement speed for 5 seconds. The shield is 250% attack plus 50 times your level, and it increases during every level. Now let's talk about Lucario's attack. His basic ability becomes a boosted attack with every third attack striking twice. The first attack is a normal basic attack, and the second is an additional attack that can critically hit his increased attack range and throw enemies into the air. Let's talk about one of the first moves you can learn as Lucario at level 1. That is Quick Attack. Lucario dashes forward, damaging all enemies hit, which I have to say is a pretty good move to have at level 1. I mean, Lucario has a dash every 6 seconds, giving him more movement, and it's an attack ability, so he's already broken from the start. Okay, let's talk about the Quick Attack upgrade choices. Once Lucario reaches level 5, you can choose between Extreme Speed and Power Up Punch. Let's go over Extreme Speed. At level 5, Lucario dashes forward, damaging all enemies hit and healing Lucario for each enemy hit. The first enemy hit will reset the cooldown of Extreme Speed. This effect cannot occur on the same target more than once every 10 seconds. Attacking immediately after the dash will perform a unique attack in an area, dealing 75% attack and can critically hit. So every 9 seconds, Lucario gets a dash, and if he dashes through an enemy, he gets another dash. If he dashes through another enemy, he gets another dash, and it's dash, 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 dash. The damage of this is pretty insane. 225% attack plus 6 times your level plus 280. And Lucario also gets healing, 45% attack plus 1 times his level plus 56. So not only is he attacking, but he's healing while he's attacking. And at level 11, Lucario's damage is increased by 15% for 2 seconds. This buff activates regardless if an enemy was hit, and is applied the moment this move is activated. Alright, let's talk about his other move he gets at level 5, Power Up Punch. Lucario begins charging power, slowing himself and reducing damage taken by 30% while preparing to unleash a devastating punch. Upon release, Lucario lunges, damaging the first enemy hit. Power Up Punch does bonus damage based on the enemy's missing HP and will cause Lucario's next attack to be boosted. The cooldown for Power Up Punch is reduced whenever Lucario lands a move. Now guys, the damage on this is also pretty insane, but I usually don't like going with Power Up Punch. I feel like a stagnant Lucario is just not the move. But here's the damage. So the damage uncharged, 209.15% attack plus 3 times your level plus 88. The damage fully charged is 381.8% attack plus 5 times your level plus 161. I also want to mention that Lucario is unstoppable while charging this punch, and against wild Pokemon, the additional damage from missing HP is capped at 1000. So he does a lot of damage to wild Pokemon and enemy Pokemon on the enemy team. It just takes a little bit, and I prefer a faster Lucario. Lucario's second move when he's level 1 is called Meteor Mash. Lucario punches with the force of a meteor, ergo, damaging and knocking enemies back. The damage is 200% attack plus 10 times Lucario's level plus 210, which is a solid amount of damage for a first move. Alright, let's talk about Meteor Mash's upgrade choices. You can either choose Bone Rush or Close Combat. Let's start with Bone Rush. So at level 7, Lucario rapidly strikes with a bone, damaging enemies, hitting them up to 6 times. Enemies in long range will be hit 3 times, and at close range they will be hit 6 times. Lucario then throws the bone after the final strike, shoving enemies and causing the bone to land a short distance away. Lucario can activate Bone Rush again to teleport to the bone, damaging enemies in a small area around it. Landing one of the Bone Rush's initial strikes will reset the cooldown timer for extreme speed on that target, so it's a great combination to have extreme speed and Bone Rush, and that's what I usually build on Lucario when I play this guy. Here's the damage of Bone Rush. So on hit, 4 to 7 hits, 41% attack plus 1 times Lucario's level plus 50. So if you max it out at 7, that's a lot of damage. And at level 13, teleporting to the bone will reset the cooldown for extreme speed or power up punch. Alright, now let's talk about close combat, which I think is honestly Lucario's worst move. So at level 7, Lucario rapidly punches damaging enemies in the area in front of them 11 times over the duration. The damage per hit is 11 hits, 59% attack plus 2 times Lucario's level plus 76. At level 13, the damage is increased to 62% attack plus 2 times Lucario's level plus 80. But the thing with this, guys, is it just takes a little bit to get going. You do the one punch and then the other ones come out, but you're probably dead before those other punches even come out, like if you're in a high level team fight. So I really go with Bone Rush and extreme speed, but really it's up to you guys. Let's talk about Lucario's Unite move, Aura Cannon. Aura Cannon does not have a limit to the number of times it can hit one target, rather it deals damage to enemies in its area while it travels, gaining speed. At close range, a still enemy can be hit up to 4 times, and when a cannon is at max speed, a still enemy will only be struck twice. Damage of the next power-up punch is increased by roughly 20%, and enemies hit by the cannon have their internal cooldown for extreme speed reset. The damage on Aura Cannon is not that impressive, to be honest. 174% attack plus 4 times Lucario's level plus 210. Yeah, that may seem like a lot, but guys, this is probably one of the worst Unite moves in the game. There are times where you can absolutely whiff it, and honestly, it makes Lucario more balanced that he has a bad Unite move. I mean, it's okay, but really there were times where I thought I was going to hit someone and they can just simply dodge it, and it's not easy to land, believe it or not. I mean, I'd rather shoot this thing point blank at 4 enemy Pokemon than try to aim it at someone far away. This Unite move is definitely not the move, and if you can use other stuff to kill as Lucario, I'd rather do that than use his Aura Cannon. But I mean, it can come in handy in team fights, but as long as you get in there, use extreme speed, that extreme speed reset can definitely help Lucario triumph in victory. So let's talk about items. Okay, so when it comes to items, you want attack weight, score shield, and buddy barrier. An alternative is muscle band, and your battle item should be full heal or attack. And when it comes to the build, guys, you should definitely build extreme speed and Bone Rush. I highly recommend not building close combat. Even the recommended builds on unite-db.com has both builds without close combat, so just don't build close combat as a move and you should be fine. You can go power up punch Bone Rush if you want, but just remember that don't use close combat. It's just very useless. Lucario is an absolute beast of a character, and if he gets fed early in the game, you should really be camping your goals waiting to kill him. If you're playing with Lucario, your bones will definitely feel a rush. Okay, that came out wrong. You know what I mean. Oh, and here's what every player should do if there's a Lucario on the other team. Here is my #1 tip. Alright, yep, so just hit the home button and go to Pokemon Unite and close the software. Done.